Lots of teams are up there with that 14 now. There's Mumbai, Gujarat, Bengaluru and Punjab with 13 because of that washed out game. So Joyda, that divide between the last three and now the top four, you can see that divide growing more with every passing game, especially now that Hyderabad have lost. They don't have that E next to their name, but well, it's just that very slight chance that they still have.
Yeah, it's an extremely slight chance. And I mean, my only regret, I have only one regret in this, that is that every year at this time of the year, Shaun Pollock takes out his calculator and his sheet and drags up the scenarios.com. A wins, B wins, C.
Even their scenario, I'm battling to find an answer for them.
Now, the only thing that he can, there is still some interesting scenarios, but I think the race is going to be who are the top four or the top 6, 7 and who are the top two, because I think this year the top two race is wide open.
Is it wide? So it's wide open for you, Polly, as well, or do you think the two teams that are looking very dominant to reach that 16?
Yeah, I think it's wide open for another position. I can't see Mumbai not being one of the top two. I think Lucknow are the ones who've got the work to do, because not only are they the 2 points behind, but their net run rate's the only one in the negatives there in the top 6. So even if they were to win 2 games and get themselves back in the mix, they're kind of that half a point short with the way their net run's situated. So they'd have to do a massive win at some stage to get themselves. But I think Mumbai's been dominant. I think they also, when you look at them now, the confidence they were playing with yesterday, they look like a very happy camp. Everyone kind of knows their role. Everyone's performing. So I can't see them not performing and not winning properly. So I think they'll definitely be in the top 2. But as Joy says, the rest of it, the qualification and who is the other person in the top 2, I think those are questions we need to ask.
But who is your number 2, Joyda? If it's MI, is RCB ringing that doorbell?
I think right now, if I had to say who's a favourite, I think it's RCB. I think
between RCB and Gujarat?
Between RCB and Gujarat, I see RCB fractionally ahead, because I think what happens is if you're dependent on your top 3, okay, and if you remember last year, it was again the top 2 for SRH carried them to the finals. But in big matches, if one of those guys goes, suddenly you're faced with a situation you don't have. I think Gujarat haven't faced a situation where their top 2 haven't fired. Whereas you've had a lot of situations where one of Kohli or Salt, and now of course whether it's Bethel or not, have got out. So it's one of them has scored, but the other hasn't necessarily scored all the time. Though actually Virat has been fairly consistent. So I think still RCB's middle order has been exposed to a larger extent. And I think that will actually stand them in better stead, because, late in the tournament, Shah Rukh and Tewatia haven't really had that much of a hit.